does, of course, hamper your farming capabilities if you don't have max level Scream of Pain. However,
Yeah.
it's really... I mean,
And your
who
game on
was that
timing
again?
is so important, right?
Yeah. There was also, like, I think it was no one that went for, like, a Bat Rider mid, and he went for a 4-4-0 build.
Oh.
I actually don't know who it was. I'm saying no one, but I'm just pulling a random name out of my mind.
4-4-0 is bizarre, but
It
okay.
was very strange because the Bat Rider mid without Flame Break, Firefly, that was very strange to see. It worked really well because they stomped the game completely, but I mean, it was cool. Though they're looking for a catch with disruption, you can quickly get on top of your opponents, but they will be able to back off.
Okay. They do have a cheeky ward there to maybe find some couriers, although against the Marcy, that's very hard to do because those couriers have a little extra HP bar.
And they fly.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually one of the cooler things in the game. Like, some innates make no sense, but they're kind of cool. Like the Oracle one, where it tells you
Yeah.
where the rune's going to spawn. Surprisingly enough, Oracle doesn't get played in competitive anymore. Then you've got the Dawn with the ulti that gives full vision on the entire map every single time it turns to daylight. Also, no one plays Dawn anymore.
And
All
you
the
have
cool
TA,
innates are
right?
just gone.
With the Roche Vision thing.
Yeah. Enchantress has the innate where all creeps do more damage to enemies, or all neutral creeps. That was
That is
cool.
a cool one. That is a cool one. Imagine if you actually add prowlers again to the game, and then like if you see a Sven, you pick Ench, and like he can't farm stacks because they're too strong.
Yeah, that would. I mean, prowlers are just bring back ancient prowler. Make farming in the jungle hard again.
Well, if the DK lane with Marcy was already not great, this lane is surprisingly worse. So I guess maybe if you hit a good arrow, like Dragon Tail into arrow, you have kill potential, but so far, level 1 Star Storm, there's not gonna be any action. Rotation from the Batride in the top side, though.
Yeah,
Can they
very
actually get
early on,
lane break?
going for Monkeys Forever. SVG has disruption in 3 seconds. Monkeys Forever very slow on the run with the Blood Grenade debuff on him. Disruption on the side used by SVG on the Marcy instead, and they will get first blood secured.
Okay,
Goes to
some
Fear,
high
Old Man
level
Fear as well.
rotations there. That was really nicely done. Felt force, but it connects.
Why does Fear have as his like sponsored name Bunny? Do you know?
Uh,
It
I
sounds like a nickname for a missus.
Bunny Esports. Let me check. Uh, oh, do not Google Bunny Esports, guys. Don't do that.
Well, now the entire chat's just Google Bunny Esports. Thank you very much.
Well, I actually don't know. I don't know what that is. Apparently, there's a Brazilian brand. I'm pretty sure he's not sponsored by a Brazilian esports brand called Bunny.
Bunny. I assume it's just a nickname that he has for the missus.
Oh, okay. I mean, pro players do that very often.
Yeah, but normally they put their name and not like what they call them. But Bunny is very cute if you
Maybe
call
she is
your
called Bunny.
significant other that. What?
Maybe that's her actual name.
I would not know, but that would be very interesting. Though I've been watching a lot more American football, and the names some of those people have are ridiculous. Like, I don't think it's even legal to have those names in the Netherlands, because they're like, no, you can't call your kid that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't
you
think we
can't, you're
have that
not...
in Brazil. I think you can
Uh,
literally do whatever you want.
yeah, no, in the Netherlands, they're like, I think most countries, I assume, in Europe have like rules of what you can't call your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want the kid to be bullied because the parents are dicks.
Well, kids are bullied because they are weak, not because of their names. So
Wow.
that was a joke.
Wow. But you're right. No, just kidding.
No, in Brazil we have
Bullies are
some
mean.
really weird names. Like, I guess like maybe there is a law about weird names, but I think like even because like a name can be weird and you can still be bullied by it, even if it's not something that's obviously weird, right?
But, you know,
Like
it can be
you can
weird, but
call your
there's some
son
people that
Fridge, and it's
I don't think you can call them the
really,
Dutch word for fridge in the Netherlands.
huh? Okay.
Because otherwise you're gonna call them lamp because you like, you know, I like lamp.
But how does the law work then? Like, how do you define what's
Well,
weird?
you deliver a note or whatever to the offices to
Ah,
say this
okay.
is my kid's name, and they're gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, sure," or "Hell no, pick something else."
So it's a manual process. Okay, that does make
Yeah.
sense. It is a very, very specific thing. You know, maybe that's a good job for AI. Maybe that's what AI can do in the future. Can be supervising weird names for kids.
Yeah, I'll just ask ChatGPT, what's a good baby name? Oh, jump in onto SVG. A lot of Eidolons coming in. SVG tickling down. It's his second death top side, and the Enigma Marcy combo is doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a really annoying lane. Those Eidolons hit like a mother trucker. And Luna, you know, it's okay against the Eidolons later on, but right now you just don't have the damage to kill them. So Monkeys Forever. Double Bracer Wand. You're not killing this guy.
Indeed. It's not going to be an easy kill. Boris, in the meantime, bottom lane, he's just having a very good time up against Jenkins. 32 last hits against the 18 of the 19, sorry, now of the
That's
Timber Saw.
crazy.
Yeah,
I guess as an
Jenkins is the only one
offlaner,
that's losing the lane.
you don't get that much mana regen, right? So that's probably why. I'm not sure you need the double bracer in this lane, though. I feel like maybe he focused too much in being tanky when he didn't necessarily have to.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I think that might be the case as well. He is going to go for the mana boots now to just be able to sustain, but in the meantime, everyone is lurking up top, pushing the tier 1 tower already down. Monkeys Forever is about to secure it, and that is the tier 1 gone in 6 minutes. Nukumati immediately looking for the possible Luna catch, and Fear is relegated to the jungle, but okay, I Annihilate is heading top. He does have Sonic Wave and level 3 Scream of Pain, so there's a lot of damage he can pump out if he can get a jump.
How do you get the jump?
Nukumati.
Question.
Yeah, they don't have any observers, so they don't actually know where all these dire heroes are. MTD is even rotating top, has a shield rune on.
Oh, might find Yusham here.
SVG coming in from behind. There's going to be a jump
Down
in.
a
Can they
big
kill
one.
off Old Man Fear? He's being controlled. The arrow lands. And there's the root arrow combination that you were talking about.
Yeah. Oof, that's hard. That is very hard. The club rotated the creeps hitting the tower, so it was very obvious for them to know Annihilate was rotating, and then you TP, but the damage is done. Fear just gets absolutely exploded. Did they steal the Wisdom Rune? They did not.
SVG, he's very far out. And will get taken down. Monkeys Forever with another kill on the Enigma. Double bracer plus drums already done on the Enigma. That top net worth currently. That's going to be very fast auras at this game, it seems.
That was a clutch pick. Just realizing this Enigma was going to have a good time. Very early Luna pick. You know, they banned the LD. They banned a couple of key heroes. Fear just feeling forced to play this Luna. Maybe later on with the illusions of the Shadow Demon, we might see that working out. But so far, only 1 point in disruption. Those illusions are not going to matter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And you really don't want a level disruption anytime soon anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
arrow.
going in. I Annihilate. The arrow lands.
Annihilate.
Can he blink out? No, he can't. Because another root arrow combo is doing magic right now. It's absolutely fantastic. And Fart Studios in a lot of trouble.
I'll be honest, I think he could have blinked. Like, he walked a bit forward and used Scream of Pain before turning and blinking. That was a weird move by Annihilate.
Dire's
They do farm stacks though.
structures are
As
fortified.
all of that's happening, they farmed the large camp stack, and now Jenkins is farming the Ancients.
Yeah, together with Nushim. They need to clear it before it gets stolen eventually. There's a TP in mid. Annihilate. The arrow is gonna... Oh, nice save from SVG right there. MTD needs to jump away. Annihilate has the Sonic Wave, but MTD gets out.
Okay, they
Good
defend the
save.
tower. They farm the Ancients. Very good.
But in the meantime, Boris is farming bottom lane scot-free. Monkeys Forever, top side, same story. They're having the time of their lives. No one is even
Dire's
close
top
to them
tower is under
whatsoever.
attack.
True. True. It is definitely not looking awesome here. But the goal lead isn't gigantic. They still have a lot of team fighting. But they need a little bit more time. Jenkins is actually TPing bottom. He actually shows his TP. I think this is go time. If you are GRIN Esports, you just get this tower for free.
Dire's middle tower has
And the
Maybe
middle
even
tier one gets
more.
secured. The arrow onto Annihilate. He's dead before the response comes out. Monkeys Forever. He's got the black hole, doesn't use it. But the chase is there. Nukamati going for the Shadow Demon. Marana chase on that end as well. Fear is being controlled by MTD on the high ground. Will be able to get away because there's no searing chains, but SVG is not so lucky. That's the first usage of the Solar Flare coming in as well. And a ton of damage dealt. 3 kills plus the tier 1 tower. They get away. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not even needing black hole in that fight.
An interesting combination, right? We usually don't see Marana Solar Flare with Ember, but on top of that, you have Sidekick on December. So when the Marcy is nearby, that's 35 extra damage. Then you add the Solar Flare for more 30, and suddenly, like, every Sleight of Fist hits doing 260 extra damage besides his own base damage.
This is one of the best things also on, you know, Ember. He's going for Mage Slayer against the Queen of Pain plus Timbersaw. Even the Luna. All that spell damage reduced by 40%, that is ridiculously strong.
It really is. It really is. So far, 5k gold lead here. I mean, I definitely expected GRIN to be the stronger team, but this level of a lead is not what I was expecting. Just Monkeys Forever actually taking a tier 2 tower by himself right now. Yet to even use Black Hole, he's a big threat.
Yeah, I mean, how many black holes do we normally get to see? I'm gonna ask for your prediction. How many do we see this game?
3.
3. Okay, I'm gonna say 1.
Oh, damn. I thought I was the one being a downer here, but looks like even yourself.
Oh, the 2-man root comes in, stunned on top as well. Oh, that was beautifully done by MTD. And they turned that into the tier 1 tower bottom. 6k net worth lead. Should soon be 7k indeed. And they are, even the supports are very solidly farmed on the side of Grim.
Yeah, they're all looking great. 93% win probability, minute 12. That is some crazy level of confidence from Dota Plus. But I'm trying to find a silver lining
Wave,
here.
catch, Monkeys Forever. No!
Well,
Does
they didn't
die.
black hole, so your prediction's still valid.
I mean, if he black hole right there, I'd get super salty. Just because you're guaranteed death regardless. But that's their 2nd kill so far.
Remember, that's a big one. That's the highest net worth hero. Who actually got it? It was New Sham. Usually I wouldn't say that's good, but in this game he needs his Blink Dagger ASAP. Even after that kill though, only 800 gold. Still very far behind on the Batrider.
Yeah. Very problematic. There's going to be a catch attempt coming in. Lasso drag onto the Marcy. He doesn't have his rebound available anymore. He's going to get taken down. But in response, SVG will falter. Eclipse comes out. Annihilate chasing.
Black
But
hole time?
there goes MTD. Monkeys Forever's here. Is he gonna black hole? No, because it's not needed. Would you even black hole? You know, classic casters talk. The threat of the black hole is more important than the black hole itself.
Yeah, well, Monkeys Forever is an old man as well. He heard Puppy utter those words, so he knows about the threat of the black hole. In fact, it is so threatening that they will get this Wisdom Rune. Oh, okay, Jenkins. Are we gonna see some YOLO? Yep, he's gonna YOLO. Yep, that's
Oh no! No, that's number one. Okay.
I don't think that was
use it again.
necessary.
It was definitely not. If he had black hole right there, you know, Quap wouldn't blink in like that, and they wouldn't
Well,
just
the
dive
threat of
him.
the black hole is over, so they can go in.
Yeah, yeah, they get Monkeys Forever because he just black holed someone who was stunned and mini stunned. Boris needs a live out. There's MTD with a lot of. What is this? The root on top of each other, and then the cleave damage coming in with MTD slider fist spam, Queen of Pain blinking to the back end will be able to get away, but my lord, they're getting destroyed.
Oh yeah, they are really getting destroyed. Jenkins barely got to play this game. I mean, he's definitely not having the value we expected from his pick, right? Because he's against this Dragonite, didn't really do that much. 0-2. He was supposed to have a really good game and kind of propel his team forward, allow the Quap to get the vision to cast her spells, and he hasn't really delivered just yet.
No, definitely struggling. MTD, that last pick, Ember Spirit, instant pick the moment they saw the Queen of Pain. Paying off dividends. He's just shredding right through them. They will get the Lasso Drag onto Boris bottom lane. Ember does TP in. Can they get the damage out? It is also the Marcy buff in combination with the Imrana buff. Slider Fist does so much damage.
Lord. Miss Steamer Chain, no.
Like, this is insane. You get the sidekick buff, you get the Marana's Solar Flare buff, and then you just destroy. 200 right-click damage there on the Ember Spirit, then add Sleight of Fist damage, which is 160 extra bonus hero damage on top. That's 300 something. Then you've got the Mage Slayer debuff, the Javelin
and
proc.
healing through all of those attacks as well.
Yeah. This is nuts.
Okay.
Bring back Ember Spirit. No one plays it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
SVG.
really fun. They find the Marcy. Do they have any lockdown?
Lukumati jumps away. We'll be able to disengage. Are they going to keep chasing? There's no black hole for 35. But Fear is in trouble, and he can't even get the Eclipse off. Is not even going to attempt it. Newsom's going to be a second one down. Jenkins, I don't actually even know what he was doing on the side right there, because I just see, like, I saw a little bit of spam in the bottom corner, and there was no one there.
He's going to cut a wave at least, so that by some time, although it looks like they just want to take the bottom tier 2. No need for him to go high ground at the moment.
Yeah, tier 2 to be secured. That's the last tier 2 of the game as well. Of the Dire side. Cleared up in 17 minutes time.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It's a little bit early to go high ground, but Batrider still doesn't have Blink, so...
Yeah, still 700 gold behind the Blink Dagger. And it looks like they're gonna find Jenkins in here. He cuts a wave. And there's several heroes, but they're trying to connect from Far Studios as well. This could be a good play.
Okay, Newsham gets caught on the other end. MTD, there's the arrow flying in onto SVG. He's going to get controlled up. MTD needs to be careful. Jumps back to the side. Tries to dodge the Sonic Wave, but is a little bit too slow on that response. Jenkins is going for the TP out. No high ground vision, so we'll get the TP to safety. Annihilate, not going to get tossed back with the dispose, and will fall back. Boris, he's just chilling topside.
Alright, so... Not a bad fight, right? You killed the Ember. That was about 1,000 gold that the Quap got, so this is gonna help towards the Kaya. But I guess you need the Kaya. It's just lacking so much damage, but I'm very afraid for this Quap. There's so many ways to kill her.
They are gonna head into the pit. 18 minutes in. with the drum buff added. Sorry, now it's Boots of Bearing. You already upgraded it. They'll be able to take it pretty quickly. Marcy's ulti used for it as well. And that's the first age of the game secured. Fear. He's got Mask of Madness, still building up into his Manta style. He's the bottom of all the cores. He's below Jenkins of all heroes.
Yeah, I mean, Jenkins got some fat stacks, so I can understand why, you know, it is what it is, but if this goes late enough, you know, you always have the threat of the Shadow Demon. Still only 1 point Disruption, as we said. Disseminate, very strong spell. It's gonna take a while until those two heroes get online.
I'll knock knock. High ground's knocking right now, and even because they of course have that Aegis, so it's pretty nice to just break the high ground. But
Oh yeah.
Torment is going to be up in 40 seconds as well, so they can always just rotate and take the enemy Tormented. They have the Eidolons coming in with the Boots of Bearing buff. The buildings are breaking fast. They have Fortification up in 10 seconds. We'll be almost losing the range racks here. They're actually not cleaning that one up. They want to get the melee, but the Fortification is available. Disruption safe from SVG. Boris will just clear the rest. There's the Mirana ulti coming in. Nukamati jumps forward. Jenkins does manage to get away on the side. The Bat Ride is looking for a target. He has a blink on the Bat. But Jenkins does die, and Nushin doesn't find a lasso target because he did get a little bit of damage while he was trying to find an angle. So he couldn't blink.
A cool aspect of VMP's build this game is that in general, every Mirana we see actually only gets 1 point. Oh! Only gets 1 point of the arrow, because you want to play like a carry. But this game he got 4 points, so once they got the disruption, because it was that long of a duration, SVG thought that he wanted to bait them in with the disruption before.
Lasso on the Enigma. There's the Eclipse as well, jumping in. That's not perfect for the Mirana. Is trying to immediately TP out, but won't be able to get the TP to safety. Nukamati is going to be left behind as well. Or is he? Nice jump from Boris there to make sure Nukamati can disengage. Jenkins on the side. Nukamati is still going to be dead. He knows he's going to die. He's just going to go for the aggressive move. And Boris, he doesn't have a blink on the DK. So this is a little bit dangerous. Should be able to walk it off. Has a BKB at the least. There's Demonic Urge thrown out onto MTD. It takes too long for the Fire Remnant to jump forward. A lot of damage is being dealt though. Queen of Pain dropping low. Cleave damage is big. Boris is huge. Absolutely shreds them. MTD needs to be careful. Will drop to Jenkins. But that damage on the Queen of Pain, they almost all died as well. That was one more Sleight of Fist needed and they would have been gone.
Yeah, I mean, they needed to punish that, but unfortunately, very easy for it to overextend in situations like that one. I guess the big winner of that is probably Fear. He's now 5th in net worth, so he is going to increase. Does have the Manta going towards the BKB. So, yeah, you need that BKB, you need level 20, you need a lot of things here for here to come online.
I mean, Fear is now ahead of Jenkins. Like, okay.
True.
Congrats.
I annihilate for Shivas.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. You're up against a ton of healing from the DK. Well, reasonable amount of healing from the DK. Also the Marcy with the sidekick buff. Enigma doesn't actually have any healing yet. But also not going to go for the Guardian Greaves. Mirana has... Yeah, they got Solar Crests. They almost have the BKB on the Marcy, so he's going for straight... Nuku's going for straight BKB Basher build. I'm an extra core. You get the Mirana buff of the Solar Flare, and that Marcy is going to rinse right through the Luna.
They just spent 20 seconds killing the Tormentor and the Batride against the Shard. That has to be one of the worst... worst feelings in the world.
Yeah. That's... That Rider Shard's so terrible. He does have a 4-staff now, though. So he can really pull someone out of position. Boris still has that Aegis for another 45 seconds.
You probably want the Enigma, right? It's either the Enigma or the DK once the Aegis expires, but I don't think they can buy time. You need to go in now.
Yeah, they're pushing the objective. A decent amount of damage. Doesn't matter if he loses his first life. Arrow lands onto Annihilate. The Queen of Pain needs to blink out But the focus here for Boris is going to be the tier 3 tower. Shadow Poison stacks are pretty nasty. They might just cost them his Aegis, and that's why they're going to back off before the Poison stacks take down the DK.
Good defense. They hold their tier 2, and it is very threatening to... Very scary to go against a Batrider that has that 4 staff. So nicely done, Far Studios. They're gonna hold, and now this will give them like 8 to 10 minutes of farm unless they bleed kills, which is possible against the heroes that they have on the side of GRIN. So you gotta be extra careful.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that they can't get the Tormentor, steal the Tormentor from the opponents. But I'm curious. Win rate still saying 97% in favor of Grim. Arrow misses Jenkins. He's got the Guardian Greaves, so he could sidestep from the root anyway. But Boris in 4 seconds has the Elder Dragon form once again. Full Hurricane Pike done as well, so we'll be able to be at least a little bit more evasive. One of the fun things, because Demonic Purge of course works against 4 staffs, but Hurricane Pike you can still use because it's not a buff on yourself, it's a debuff on the enemy sort of idea. So you can still Hurricane Pike someone else and you don't get punished. There'd be a great lasso catch. DK, Sonic Wave comes out, he pops the BKB, he cleaves like crazy. Jenkins is in trouble, Eclipse from Fear comes out, and MTD, Sleight of Fist, entire jump. Okay, MTD, that's a little bit much. Will drop down, but their focus is going to be the mid set of racks. And they clear it up. But that damage from the DK, even without Daedalus or something, he does 400-ish damage with the Mirana buff and the Marcy buff on top.
I'm surprised they even tried to go on that DK. That's such a hard kill, and maybe if you land everything pre-BKB, there's a chance, but I honestly don't think it's possible. Because there's no one... In that position, there's no way Jenkins can get the Whirling Death instantly, right? He doesn't have a Blink Dagger. There's no Timber Chain to Whirling Death. Without that, you're never going to deal 3,000 effective HP on the Dragon Knight.
Old Man Fear wasn't even there.
Yeah.
He came walking in later with the Eclipse. If he was there and he jumped at the same time, I could see that working. But this was, yeah, no, that was a complete whiff on their coordination.
Totally, no. Still relatively... not even, but like, it didn't really increase after the barracks falling, so that is at least somewhat good for them.
Yeah, you gotta take every little positive you can. Just like Monkeys Forever still hasn't used Black Hole, but he is on Observer Ward Vision. So they know where he is. Nusham has that Blink Lasso 4 staff available. DK is nearby. Are they going to be able to get the catch onto Monkeys Forever? Yes, they are. Nusham, Lasso, drag him to the side.
Oh no, they don't get it to low ground.
But he pushed it. He gets pushed down below. Has that Black Hole. There's Black Hole number 2. My prediction is already off. I Annihilate. Will they be able to stun lock him? Yes, they will. MTD also has a amplified damage rune. He's looking for Fear. Old man's got the BKB Manta to try and dodge and weave and run away to safety.
Oh, he got blocked by his own illusions.
And he is just straight up dead. Not going to use the BKB, but also does not have a buyback available. And there are creeps pushing in towards the Dire base that need to be cut down. That is what Nusham's trying, but the creeps are just past him as well. Can they clear it up in time? Yeah, they should be able to get the creep wave cleared. Monkeys Forever, actually, he's trying to defend the creeps as best as he can. SVG is going to get controlled up. He doesn't have another charge onto the creeps, and that's going to be the focus onto the bottoms of the racks. No fortification available. The creeps are still alive for quite some time, and they should be able to honestly get Mega secured here.
Yeah, this is looking like a quick W. And yeah, they did get 2-0 by Shopify, but they had their moments. They were standing their ground against Shopify, and it looks like Far Studios, they're gonna need a bit more this time around. Even if the Shadow Demon, they just got obliterated in lanes. They needed stronger lanes.
Yep, they got kind of owned in that regard. The arrow comes flying out, not going to connect. Nice 4 staff to dodge, but they only have 1 tier 4 left standing. Jenkins is going to be the target and will not be able to get away. Fear with the Eclipse BKB. Lasso Drag immediately gets killed off in a split second. That cleave is huge from Boris. Has that Daedalus now completed as well. They're going to go back in, but he gets the stun off. Look at them all just belting around them. Boris is about to lose his life, though. Needs to be careful. He's going to stay alive in the very end. Sleight of fist damage. They're all at the very brink of death. Fortification used, but that's the Ancient that's going to drop. And Bart Studios will lose game number 1. What a dominant performance from GRIN.
Yeah, really solid gameplay. We saw that early rotation from Far Studios. It was looking promising, but
no, jump in, MTD. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They just shredded. It's as simple as that. They just shredded them.
It's back to the drawing board here for Far Studios. The Luna looked alright, but I think it's just got demoted. If they're ahead, then I can see them winning this game, but it's all about the lanes. Do they have stronger lanes than they had game 1? I would say yes. I would say so.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they definitely do have stronger lanes. I mean, to be fair, they also had pretty strong lanes game 1.
It's just that Luna is bad against Enigma, I think.
Yeah, but
definitely do better against the Sand King.
the Timber Shot should have been in a pretty good spot, though.
Yeah, I agree. That one's hard to explain.
That was an oopsie daisy and a half.
Oh, level
No.
1 Tricks of the Trade?
No.
I don't get to see Tricks of the Trade being leveled up level 1 that much.
Normally it's the Blink Strike.
Okay.
2 charges. Last hit the range creep.
30 seconds.
They did buff, not only that spell, but the fact that you have your OT from level 1, your old OT. So, I guess it does make a little bit of sense depending on the matchup.
Yeah, and also Tricks of the Trade has 4.5 times Agi bonus when attacking non-hero units. The facet. What's the other facet?
You get experience when you get kills, which was literally just a part of Cloak and Dagger, which is why Ricky was forgotten about for so long, because like they literally split up what the hero, like the best part of the hero, into facets, and usually that makes for a pretty big loss of win rate for any hero.
That's understandable.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people playing Ricky in pubs here. Looking at it,
Yo, bro, was your dad a mover?
fair amount. We have 276 games in the mid lane, more than I would expect.
Yo, bro, was your dad a mover? Because you're carrying all of us.
They're going to be pretty nasty this game with the split push, I think, on GRIN Esports. And pushing objectives is horrible for
Battle begins.
the Radiant side. It's actually really bad.
It's awful. It is actually.
They have a Ricky and they have a Wind Ranger, and like no one hits buildings.
Yeah.
I guess Mirana is your best building hitter this game. Oh, Fear getting bullied.
A lot of damage. No.
He's gonna be forced to
Tangles.
TP.
Huh. There are tangles on SVG, but again, that is another lane that's kind of mediocre, right? The double range twice in a row. First with the Luna SD, now with the Mirana Wind Ranger. Even though they have good picks, this is a weak lane that they have here on the bottom side.
It's not perfect. And they can very easily die. Nukumati is doing a lot of damage here with just the sticky napalm spam. Nate's ability from the Bat Rider is so cool. It gives that little dot damage so that so that it hurts more with sticky napalm. I like it.
True. Do you remember when Stoked was, I think it was 8% amplification from level 1. That was when people were first picking Bat Rider every game.
Bat Rider with before Flame Break got nerfed was insane.
Yeah.
You just throw out one Flame Break and they just couldn't move.
So, is that a hero that was played as much as Batrider, or was just like strong and competitive as much as Batrider was? Because I cannot remember a time Batrider was ignored, and if I can, it was very brief.
I mean, Batrider, it didn't get played as a support for a while. I mean, the hero that has been the most dominant in Dota in general has always been, like, Pango. I don't think there was a single patch where Pango was not played.
But that hero's new, right? Like if you
Yeah.
that hero, when was
Same
Pango
with
added?
Mars.
CI 9 maybe.
Yeah, together with the Dark Willow at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Has to be older than that.
I mean, it's because it's a hero that has flex potential. Like, now it gets played as plus 4, but a lot of it used to be played as off lane and mid a lot.
True. How is mid looking here for Annihilate? He is doing pretty well.
Like, better, he picks Ricky last pick. If you then lose the lane, that's horrid.
True. So it looks like he's gonna go for one Wraith Band, probably straight into Tread's Diffusal Blade. Standard stuff. Jenkins is struggling really hard again. 6 CS. Murana has 5.
Yeah, Murana is at least getting a couple of creep kills here, but Jenkins on the other side. I mean, Murana is, of course, playing plus 5. Nushim is pulling the enemy's creep wave. So he's double stack. He's making sure that the creep wave gets double stacked by pulling the small camp. He loses almost all of his HP from just that, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a great play. And now they actually get to... well,
What?
yeah, they don't get to connect the entire wave, so it's still gonna push towards them, at least.
Yeah, it gives Jenkins a chance to farm up, but he is getting bullied by the Omni Knight.
I mean, this lane is ruthless. Nature's Prophet is such a strong hero. Dark
I think
Willow,
Jenkins has watched too much of the Herald plays.
well, yeah, maybe he's learning too much with them,
Radiant's middle tower
or
is under
unlearning.
attack.
Monk is forever.
Oh, bottom lane. SVG dropping low. There is an arrow in response. Fear, power shot. Won't be able to chase for the kill. Monkeys Forever gets away. And Fear takes a lot of damage in response from Nukumati. He's just spamming 2 points in Sticky Napalm, 1 in the Flame Break. So a lot of damage can come through if you don't pay attention. But it is going to be first blood for the Dire side. Top side, they lose Nushim as well to the Omni Knight, who, with the Nature's Prophet not anywhere close, by the way, manages to get the kill onto the Dark Willow. And mid, ooh, Ricky Maru almost taken down.
Water refill.
That's a big plus. But yeah, Ricky is now, like, it looked nice, and since then he's had like 3 creep kills since we looked at mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's still doing well. It's just that, you know, this hero's very low HP, does struggle at this stage against most heroes, but he did buy a raindrop now, so should be fine. It's mostly about denying the puck power rune mid at 6, and that should buy time for him to get some rotations going, or even... This hero is better at reacting to plays, and I think he's at a point where he can actually do that.
Yeah, I think so as well.
What a wasted arrow.
But currently, Boris is already aggressing on the tier 1 tower top. They have the great Treant, of course, with this reinforced damage, and the siege creep does a lot of damage. They have to fortify, otherwise they would probably lose more than half the HP of the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, I mean, still, they're gonna defend the top tower. Compared to game 1, right, it was already a disaster. I think they were already like 7-1 or something crazy. So it's still looking decent as they go for the Omni here, but repel. I annihilate with the haste rune.
Yeah, Boris dropping low, trying to run away. There is a
Ricky.
TP in Buck with the Dream Coil, gets a 2-man catch, a lot of damage. Jenkins is in trouble. Sends Boris back. I Annihilate wants to kill out Boris, but will not find it, and with that, MTD gets a double kill. Big rotation made top side, and a big disastrous play from I Annihilate.
Eesh, that's not great. Omni Knight, I mean, very clutch with his spell casting, and now going for a steal. Doesn't have a repel, so probably unlikely he steal. Oh, unless he kills Newsham, then he can steal anything.
And Newsham does manage to secure it. So 1-for-1 wisdom trade. MTD, he's going to go for the Witchblade build. The Ricky, I'm actually curious. Is he just going to go, you know, classic diffusal Ricky, or...
I don't think there's... Like, there's an argument for, like, Mage Layer, but if you don't go Diffusal Blade, you're not killing anyone. Like, if you're going Mage Layer, the game's already a disaster.
I mean, it's already looking slightly that way.
Yeah. No, it's only a 1k gold. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Rotation from bars on the bottom side. They find Fear.
Yeah, they're trying to get the kill. Monkeys Forever is dropping low, though. He's staying alive in the tree. SVG looking for Monkeys Forever. Will be able to find him. Eventually, they do lose Monkeys, but Nukumati gets a double kill on the Bat Rider. And will be slithering on out. Boris takes the gateway at the same time as Newsham, so he just says goodbye.
Newsham, though, does have vision here. That has an idea that this camp's being farmed. Can they
Annihilate gets away with nothing. Like, if this NP just randomly used an ulti there, he would have gotten the kill.
No.
When they still had vision of him. Of course, they're going to go for the catch onto Boris. Stun onto the one lonely tree in the area. Pops his ulti. Boris is dropping low. Can he get any TPs to help him out? He is in trouble. Will be taken down. EMP in TP, but Boris is dead, and that is the big kill secured.
SVG's level 6. He's ahead of Fear right now. What the hell?
I mean, Old Man Fear will be going here for a kill onto EMP, but in response, MTD is also in the area. Doesn't have a Dream Coil, and they're kind of hemorrhaging kills here. Fear's gonna go for the chase. Doesn't have Shackle Shot,
Arcane
but the
Rune, though,
is used. The route onto MTD. Can he get away? Illusory Orb, jump to the side. They lose SVG. Boris is in the area. Control onto Fear. Fear is stuck. The tree is blocking him. Nukumati trying to chase deeper. Fear slow. Does not connect. Ricky is there, but Nukumati is going to possibly pay for that one dearly. I Annihilate. It gets tanked by Boris. A nice spear from Jenkins. Will be able to clear up Nuku and get quite a decent amount of money for the Mars.
Yeah, that's quite decent here. That is the full treads for Annihilate. Not that farmed as he would have liked to be, but still, the game state is much better than it was 2-3 minutes ago. And they kill a courier.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Nice low courier snipe there. MTD gonna be slightly salty.
Bramble lands with
is gonna land, but the repel. He's just fine. He doesn't care.
Spell.
Free BKB, baby. Free BKB.
Amplify damage for the puck as well. MTD quite happy about that one.
MTD, yeah. I mean, Boris is top net with Monkeys is okay. All three are pretty much neck on neck in the top net with spot. The only big plus is that SVG's got pretty solid farm on the Marana, but Nukumati spots out Newsham, but this is a bait. The Bat Rider is gonna get jumped by Annihilate, and Newsham gets the kill.
Okay, kills piling up. Gold lead still growing, but at least in experience, the sports especially are doing pretty well here on this side of Fart Studios. Mars is going for that Blink Dagger. Oh well, never mind. He buys the Soul Ring, so that's still pretty far behind.
He has a thought of possibly in the future ever purchasing that said Blink Dagger.
Yeah, you know, it's just like a house. We want to buy one. Will we ever get to buy a house in our existence?
No.
Probably not.
No, I don't make, you know, $8 grand a month. It's just not doable. Oh,
Jenkins is
from behind. Dream Coil catch does drop the arena. He used the spear as well. Can they finish him off? He's trying to dodge and weave as much as possible, but with the NP ulti, it will be enough to secure Jenkins. They forced out 2 rotations as well. Arrow lands onto MTD. Power shot. Deep, solid amount of damage on the puck. He's actually going to go back in. There's the Sand King going up onto SVG. And you only need Sandstorm with you on the side. Lasso gets used. Nukumati on the disengage. Annihilate's going to be the target. Gets sent back. Has one more blink strike. Needs a creep in range. But he gets silenced and dragged back by MTD. And it's GRIN Esports pushing the tier 1 tower in mid and in an absolute control right now.
I think that's on Annihilate. They were...
Oh
Fear.
no, Epi, Burrow, catch, Fear. Old man Fear's dead. And it was on Annihilate, so continue your story.
Yeah, the Batrider was going from the low ground in the mid lane to that fight, and instead of killing that hero with the Willow, he went by himself, couldn't really find the puck, and at the end of the day, they don't kill anyone, he dies. He was starting to make a recovery towards the Diffusal Blade, and now it looks like this might be a 15, maybe even 16-minute defu.
Yeah, the Ricky is heavily struggling, but he's ahead. Well, Jenkins is ahead of him, which is surprising. Fear also doesn't have his Maelstrom done just yet. They're so far behind.
They really are.
They've got nothing.
You know, they were getting kills this time around, but they didn't really do well in lanes again. Just sheer outplay.
They're
What is
aggressively
Jenkins
warding right now.
doing right now?
They're looking for Boris because they saw the courier fly out, and that's where they're headed to see if they can kill off the Nature's Prophet. Would be a nice kill if they secured. Nushim breaks the smoke, and Boris he actually gets the sprout onto Nushim with the TP in from the puck. Nature's Prophet ulti comes out. Can they get the... Okay, no. Puck cancels the TP, knows it's not even worth it.
Yeah, force TPs. Don't necessarily waste that much. Well, I mean, your cores are not farming in that play. Jenkins yet to really get close at all to that Blink Dagger. MTD.
Jenkins, nice spear stun onto MTD. Can he dodge it? No, he does not.
Nicely done.
And he is dead. 4 kill streak picked up for Jenkins. That's a good, solid $500 for him. 400 for the supports that helped.
Oh, but Wisdom is going to be stolen by Monkeys. Very nicely done.
Scoop, scoop. He's also going to go Bloodstone immediately after the blink, so that's going to be a solid timing on the Sand King. At that point, how do you kill him? If he has Sandstorm up, he just... I don't think they even have the damage.
Probably don't.
Boris has got the full Gleipnir finished.
Oh my god. And Fear doesn't have a Maelstrom.
Yeah, no, that's right there the difference. He just finished
Arrow
his Maelstrom.
finds? Oh, missed Spear.
What? Jenkins? Okay. Herald reviews right there. Herald, zoom in.
I mean, we don't call him Old Man Jenkins, but he's pretty old too. You know, your eyesight doesn't get much better as you age. Maybe that's what happened there.
Those hands don't do what you want them to do anymore.
Oh, they will find the puck, but there's no way without the Diffusal Blade you can kill him. In fact, Fear.
Oh no, Fear is gonna take a lot of damage. And one of the big pluses, of course, of playing a Witchblade against Windranger is that you have that BKB Pierce, or the Evasion Pierce. And yeah, they'll even find another one. But yeah, one of the things, Witchblade, very good in games where you're up against a Windranger, for instance.
Yeah,
For that
and the
at least guaranteed hit.
You get that guaranteed hit.
Yeah, Ricky almost has his Diffusal, so... Then he's still not gonna do anything, but, you know, it's nice, I guess. This is a... Nukumati on the Batrider is ahead of every core on the Radiant side. This is a bat.
Yeah, it is a very, very far bat. I mean, this is actually maybe looking to be faster than the game one, which, considering how the game started, it was not looking that way. Diffusal Blade still 300 gold behind. How do you even approach this fight? Jenkins just walks in. He's gonna die.
Oh, Epi, burrowing on the high ground. Jenkins dropping low. But they catch Monkeys forever. That might actually be a huge trade-off if they can secure it.
Oh, Solar Crash with Bell.
No, he's going to be able to stay alive on the side. 3 kills secured. Lasso drag on to Fear. Find 4 kills and... You know?
That's a weird fight, right? You were 10 gold behind your Diffusal Blade and you decide to go for that with Annihilate not there. Just maybe not the greatest communication going on at the moment.
Playoffs and North American mid laners going for Ricky against Buck. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, I think the Americans were not meant for this hero. I think only the Chinese
Except for
players.
our Cryptic. That's the only American that's not from now on allowed to play
Well,
Ricky.
I guess he's casting the finals, so in a way, he still gets to play Ricky and say that he's there. They find the Omni, but
Dream
Repel
Call
already
on
been
the
used.
feet. They will be able to get away. Yeah, Repel's such an obnoxious spell this game.
Is up, so he will have another one in 3 seconds.
Two-man catch coming in response though. Can they get Monkeys Forever away? He's taking a lot of damage from Fear. Might finally get taken down and they will lose Monkeys Forever. That's a nice kill. Boris TP'd in. Gleipnir catch onto Fear, looking for I Annihilate. They will be able to finish him off, and Jenkins gets pushed to the side. Nukumati's just going to go in and say hello to my little friend. Jenkins, what can you do? Nothing is the answer. And it looks like it's going to be, yeah, GRIN Esports. Very, very likely eliminating Fart Studios.
Yeah, it is looking that way. They just outclassed them, you know, thinking the laning stage. Even though they changed the approach here in the draft, they even went for a cheese little pick to try and play with the Riki. Yeah, I mean, I can't really blame anyone specifically. I think they just got outclassed in general. Which is, you know, expected. Like, you have casters, you have people that are not playing 10 pubs a day, like on the enemy side.
Oh, I Annihilate taken care of. There's going to be the arena thrown out. Lasso drag on Fear, trying to get him to low ground. Nukumati is going to get taken now. Monkeys Forever goes on the high ground. He's got the Bloodstone now done, though. So that's the big difference maker in keeping himself alive. Nushim drops to MTD. Go for the bottom. Couple of kills, and with a 20k net worth lead in 19 minutes time, they're gonna go for the high ground push. MTD Puck, look at these defensives they have to keep him alive, but the root, the bramble, is gonna be enough to kill him. Nice catch from Monkeys Forever with the Bloodstone. It's gonna be 2 kills. TPing in right there on I Annihilate. Can they kill off Monkeys Forever is the question. He blinks out. And I Annihilate jumps in. Boris, they will get Monkeys Forever still alive. Buyback was actually used on Fear and Nushim, but they can just reset this on the dire side.
Yeah, that's the problem with Ricky. Like, he needed to Blink Strike first to use the smoke screen later, or else to just blink out. He used the Diffusal Blade, and that's just a cue for him to get the hell out. Maybe they can find Nukumati here, although there is a ward in the center, so he is aware.
Yeah, Nukumati will be able to disengage. Boris, he's got the Gleipnir Hurricane Pike, and does he have anything new coming out? No. What is he building actually? I don't know. We'll see soon enough. Jenkins, blink in onto Boris, misses the spear.
Don't laugh, that's rude.
No, that was funny. I'm sorry.
That's very rude.
Oh, that was...
I do not condone the actions of the caster DK Truman.
Yep. I do apologize. Jenkins. I love Jenkins as well, and that's why I'm laughing.
I see. Well, they will buy back Ricky. That's one of the last buybacks they have. Fear's already gone. They get the repel, the Puck.
Puck, can he get away? MTD, they find the kill. I Annihilate though. Now it needs to be careful. He's going to get Gleipnir caught. Monkeys Forever with the epicenter damage onto Jenkins will take him down. He does have a buyback. Blink is available in 4 seconds, but with only the Mirana there, I mean, you could get maybe a nice stun, but they've got so many heals. They've got Guardian Angel still up, Crimson Guards that they can use. Too many defensive tools. Arrow is going to get thrown out, and Monkeys Forever. Jenkins does get the spear. He finally hits one, but nonetheless will lose his life. And the 2 supports against the entirety of GRIN Esports. What can you do?
Yeah, that's looking like a GG. They're going for tier 4s, no glyph. Fear's gonna be up, but If only his Maelstrom, is that enough? Oh, good arrow. SVG God. Wow.
Look at Newsham's build. He's got 6 bracers. Seems legit. Just gotta wait 3 more minutes, and then he gets double the stats.
Well, yeah. That's...
Gotta go for that value.
Let's see if they're gonna make it to 25 minutes. Low on all chat here.
Just throw out some Keck W's while you're at it. Oh, jump in onto Nukumati. I annihilate, immediately dead.
Doesn't have 6 bracers, that's what happens.
Yep. Look how much damage he can tank. Still not enough. Spear
Spear to
back
fountain?
into the fountain.
Oh, missed the
Nukumati
W.
is going to stay alive. Even the Guardian Angel used there. They lose Jenkins. I don't really know what there's more to cast. They're just having fun. The enemy's fountain right now. And Boris actually bought a Witchblade. Instead of going MKB, he's like, I'll buy a Witchblade to deal with the Wind Ranger, because all I need is 1 hit.
What they're gonna have.
Monkeys Forever, Epicenter, SVG. Monkeys Forever stays alive with the Ghost Scepter usage. And now that should be the Ancient falling. Oh, Newsham to defend it. Never stop, never surrender. Keep going until the very end. Damage coming out onto the Omni. Can they kill him? He's so very close to dropping. They get the kill. Jenkins picks it up, gets the spear onto Boris. Monkeys Forever will find 2 in response, and Jenkins is now on the run. They call GG. That's weak.
Yeah, they were trying so hard to get that minute 25. They would definitely win with the incredibly tanky Willow, but unfortunately they don't get there. And I mean, I think that's kind of what I expected. Maybe not to this degree of a stomp, but I know GRIN looked pretty good against Shopify, even though they were